So in this first part, we're going to focus on delivery. There are issues related to delivery. And of course, the first is the time. When is delivery accomplished? Now, Article 30 of the CISG requires the seller to deliver the goods, hand over any documents relating to the goods, such as title documents, and then transfer the property in the goods. But of course, in an international sale, this question of delivery can be complicated. What does a seller in an international sale have to do to satisfy its delivery obligation? If the buyer and the seller are going to be separated by thousands of miles of ocean and mountains and rivers, at what point in that journey is the seller going to deliver the goods? What does delivery mean in those circumstances? When we discussed Incoterms, one of the most important things the Incoterms do is to cover questions of delivery. Now, if there is no contractual provision, and remember this for the rest of the CISG study, is the CISG can always be superseded by the contract. The parties can contract to anything, and the CISG may not apply. The parties are always free to strike their own term regarding delivery. And they can say when delivery occurs and at what point in the journey. And that's what Incoterms are doing. It's the parties coordinating and agreeing on the delivery requirement. If the parties don't include that, however, then the CISG will provide a rule. The CISG, remember when you think about it, it's a gap filler. It's meant to fill in the gaps of a contract. And so in this situation, if the seller and the buyer have not agreed on delivery term, then the obligation to deliver consists of handing the goods over to the very first carrier for transmission to the buyer. So when the goods are placed in the hands of the very first carrier, that's delivery. So on your test, if there's a question about delivery, the first thing you'll want to see is, does the contract provide a delivery term? And if there's an Incoterm in the contract, it will have provided the term. If there is no term, then you go to Article 31, which says that when the goods are placed in the hands of the very first carrier, then that is delivery to the buyer.